Are you a defensive back struggling to learn your team's playbook and you're worried it's going to keep you planted on that bench forever? Well, you've come to the right place. Today in this video, I'm going to give you 7 ways to master learning your team's defensive playbook. And you're going to want to stick around to the end because I do want you to comment and let me know which one of these techniques you're yet to use, which you're anxious to use to help you learn that playbook. All right, the defensive playbook is the foundation of a team's defensive strategy and coordination on the field. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or you're new to the game, learning the defensive playbook efficiently is essential for success, both yours and the team's. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the best ways, 7 of them to be exact, so you're going to want to stay intact for all 7 of these, and it's going to help you learn the intricacies of the playbook. And this is from understanding terminology to breaking down complex schemes. By implementing the 7 strategies I'm going to show you in this video, you can boost your football IQ and become a more effective player. Well, let's get to it. It's DB Tip Clips. All right, number 1 is understanding the terminology. A defensive playbook is filled with unique terminology that can be overwhelming for newcomers. Start by familiarizing yourself with key terms used in your team's playbook. Study the various positions, offensive and defensive formations, and the play call signal. To reinforce your understanding, you might want to consider flashcards or using online resources to quiz yourself regularly. Build a solid foundation of football jargon, and this will help you quickly interpret and execute plays during high-pressure game situation. You're going to need that recall. Repetition is key with doing this. Take 5 to 15 minutes on a daily basis to go over things, and it will help ingrate it into your brain. Doing this does beat the 1 hour or more cram sessions that people like to do. During those type of sessions, more information gets forgotten than you would like. Do a daily review to help the information stick better. Number 2 is visualize the plays. Mental imagery plays a crucial role in learning a football playbook. Visualize each play in your mind, imagining yourself executing it flawlessly. Picture the movements, positions, and the timing involved in every coverage. Watching game footage or highlights can also enhance your visualization skills. By repeatedly visualizing the plays, you'll develop the muscle memory needed, and it'll improve your on-field decision-making and recall. Now, we all learn in different ways, and it also takes us some time to understand how we learn. In the meantime, use all of your senses to grasp an understanding of your playbook. This means visualizing is important. Don't throw that off to the side. If you have the luxury of seeing defenses run on film, then by all means, use that in conjunction with seeing the defenses being shown in the playbook. Put all those things together. Number 3, now let's break down the playbook. A playbook can be overwhelming with numerous coverages, techniques, checks, you guys know what I'm talking about. To make the process more manageable, break down the playbook into smaller sections. Focus on learning a new coverage at a time, all right? Don't try to learn them all at once. Understanding their purpose and your specific responsibilities within them. Then take notes and draw diagrams to aid your comprehension. Again, we all learn in different ways. Gradually build up your knowledge as you master each section, creating a solid foundation for learning more complex coverages. After you've earned your responsibilities and learned them, move to understanding those of the people around you. Doing this aids in having you greater understand how you fit into the whole puzzle. Eventually, you'll see how it all comes together. Every defense has a philosophy, and by studying the responsibility of each member of the defense, you gain an understanding of that philosophy. Once you have that, understanding and moving around with confidence on the field becomes easier for you. And now we're on to number 4, and that's seek guidance and repetition. You can't do this alone. You guys got to utilize the experts of coaches, teammates, and even older players to gain further insight into the playbook. Seek clarification whenever it's needed and ask questions to ensure you fully comprehend your role in each play. Don't get embarrassed about the questions you've got to learn. Engage in team walkthroughs where you can practice the plays at a slower pace and receive immediate feedback. Ask questions once again. Additionally, take advantage of the film study session. Don't blow those off. To analyze successful plays, and you need to identify the areas of improvement. One of the biggest areas where new and young players struggle is indeed in asking questions. If you don't understand something, make the effort to go ask someone. Put your pride aside. Determine the best time to ask questions, and then by all means, go and ask. If you cannot find the answers in the playbook, in the meeting, or in film study, don't just go on without knowing. You'll screw yourself like that. This will definitely negatively affect your performance and either prevent you from getting playing time or prevent you from being effective when you're out on the field. Number 5 is physical repetition and simulation. While mental preparation is crucial, physical repetition is equally important. Practice the plays on field, focusing on proper footwork, timing, and execution. You want to replicate game-like scenarios by practicing at full speed and under simulated pressure. This will enhance your muscle memory and build the necessary instincts to execute plays effectively during actual games. Most of this will be done during practice, either through team period, 7-on-7, or walkthroughs. However, there's nothing to stop you from doing these things on your own before or after practice. When you're new, you often are not getting very many reps in practice. You guys know that. You can up your understanding by taking those extra reps on your own. Stay out on the field to rehearse your drops and envision your teammates taking theirs around you. Visualize formations and walk through all of the steps that are required. On the surface, this may seem corny. However, no one's going to be laughing at you when you're out on the field, when you're all county, all state, all American, all pro, because you've been making all the plays. Engage in film study. If you've been around me for any amount of time, you know how important that is. Film study is invaluable for learning a football playbook. Analyze game footage to understand how the coverages unfold, the reactions of opposing teams, and the successful strategies employed by your own team. Observe the performance of players in your position and learn from their techniques and decision-making. Film study allows you to identify patterns, tendencies, and areas of improvement, enabling you to make better, informed decisions when you're out on the field. This is typically a difficult part for young players. There are just so many distractions out there these days to keep you away from jumping on huddle to acquire the knowledge. However, if you're serious about being the best, disciplined, and outstanding player that you can be, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Put aside the time to do the film study because, as we all know, our eyes are very, very important. Being able to see what's on the page come to life on film will amp up your understanding of the playbook in a major way and cut down the time it takes for you to learn things. Now, finally, number 7. Use online aids and watch games. In this internet plus social media era, there's simply so much information available easily. Don't take this for granted. Sometimes there are videos on a platform like YouTube that can explain the defense or coverage your team is running better than your playbook does, or maybe even better than your coaches. Additionally, tools like the All Eyes DB Camp members area are there to give you a full understanding of defensive football and playing pass coverage. Why not use that stuff? The same way you look up an algebra topic for help, the same way you can get a better understanding of quarters coverage or any other coverage that's out there that your team may be running. Another underrated aspect of learning for new players is simply just watch football games on TV. Watch regular games with a more analytical eye. Instead of looking at to see who has the dope cleats or spending too much time marbling over a dark shield that a guy might be wearing, or the mirrored shields, or any of the other things that they may have on that makes them look good, let's find out why they are good. Take note of how the defense is moving. Listen to the analysts talking about the game, and you'll pick up clues about how things work. Watch enough games, and you'll find yourself understanding things in your own playbook better. Learning a football playbook is a multifaceted process. This requires a combination of different styles of learning, as I've talked about here. There's mental, physical preparation. By understanding the terminology, visualizing the plays, breaking down the playbook, seeking guidance, engaging in physical repetition, and studying film, you become a master of your own team's playbook. And once you're a master of your own team's playbook, it's only a matter of time before you get yourself out there on the field. These methods will not only enhance your performance, but they'll also contribute to your overall football knowledge, making you a more versatile and valuable player on the gridiron. Ultimately, coaches play the guys they trust. The guys they trust the most are the ones who know what they're supposed to be doing on the field. You cannot underestimate the power of that at all. Take my word for it. And that's it. So let's summarize real quick. Understand the terminology is number 1. Second, you're going to visualize the plays. 3, break down the playbook. Number 4, seek guidance and repetition. Number 5, physical repetition and simulation. 6 is engage in film study. And 7, just use online aids and watch games. Those are the 7 ways you're going to pick up your team's playbook. You know what else you need to pick up? Is my copy of the 101 DB Tips. It's the ultimate reference guide to playing defensive back. Everything from coverages to how to play man, how to play zone, techniques, schemes, everything that you need in there to become an elite defensive back. And I also would urge you guys to join the All Eyes DB Camp members area. Over 200 plus videos teaching you all the things that you need. You know, if you're a visual learner, this is a great thing for you. I've got many videos videos in there showing you things like technique on press band, playing off, zone. I even explain coverages in there for you as well. A lot of great stuff in there for you, so make that investment. This will take your game to the top. I've got coaches and players upping their DB knowledge on a daily basis. Hit the links in the descriptions down below for both of those great things. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Get to learning that playbook, man, because the season is right around the corner. So I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe. Also like and share this video. Don't be a hog on all the information. Make sure others can check this out as well. As always, I appreciate you guys, and All Eyes DB Camp. Consistency breeds results.